All right. Awesome. I know it's been a while. I do apologize for that. Um, I now do have one job perfectly lined up. On Wednesday, I have a interview for another job. So this holiday season, I will probably have two jobs. So if I wasn't busy already, I'm about to get even more busy. Uh, also, also, I have a girlfriend now. So I apologize for not being around, but um, I wanted to get back to the shelter building, um, slightly because it's been a while, and because I want to get it done. I have my girlfriend starting in Fallout, so I want to make sure that it's tip-top shape when she finally actually goes through here. So I'm just running through my shelters right now, getting to the server room, I believe, the vault server room. Pardon me, I'm gonna clear my voice here. Wish I could just mute. Oh yeah. Oh. Is this even plugged in? Yeah, it is. Okay. Sorry, I don't know how loud that was, but I'll try to mute it. Oh, what time was that at? 1 minute 30. Let's not forget. I just want to mute it, you know? Do do do. I think I just press this. There we go. There we go. All right, back to it. My bad. I probably should drink some water before starting this stream recording. My bad. Yeah, I'm really happy. I gotta tell you what. Chapter 2, The Decision. First one was prologue, The Gate. And chapter 1 was The Meeting. This one's The Decision. And this is kind of why it's called The Decision. You have two exits. Choose one of them. So, I'm gonna choose the right one. Follow the roaches. And then this one here is chapter 3, The Initiate. For various reasons. I will end up doing like a full walkthrough video, but kind of want to get this going. Last time I talked to you guys, I promised I was going to do the walls and the floors of the shelter, and I did, and it turned out really nice. Yeah, there's some like discrepancies, like that's maybe a little too high, but ultimately I really like how this room turned out, because you can't tell that, like, unless you like go back here, that this isn't another room. Yes, you can go back there, you can't build back there, unfortunately, but yeah. So I'm actually going to delete this wall now that I notice it, and that's where we're going to start. So there really isn't too much more to do in here, so it is going to be a shorter video, but I wanted to make sure everything was super pretty and congruent with kind of the aesthetic I'm going for. So starting off, these are not what I want here, but if you can notice, we're having trouble already with them. No, I'm not. I just keep on forgetting that replace is in a whole new menu. Thanks, Bethesda. It's screwing my brain over. No, I like it. But I have been building for years now, and my brain is still having trouble holding on to this new UI, and whoa. Has that foot always moved? He's alive. Alright, but yeah, you kind of see the aesthetic I'm going for here. I think I'm going to do yeah, not I think, I am. So, if I am, might as well do it now. Yeah. So we're gonna go find the rocks. We'll find it here, I believe, in outdoor. Yet brain is telling me clutter, so I'm gonna go to clutter first. See, the UI is nice. My brain knows, well, subconsciously, but forward-thinking brain, forethought brain, it don't know. Sorry. But yeah, I kind of want to do a little rock bridge here to match that over there. So we're gonna place it on snap just so we can get that first piece almost perfectly lined up, and that looking good. I don't want it to go through the floor here. This one is one I kind of want to rest on top. But now since we have this ability of being able to free place it, I'm not struggling to find like, oh, a place this might actually set down on this rock. So that makes me extremely happy. And we're just going to continue here. So I think I'm going to go in 4 to start. 2, 3. I might stick with 3. I'm going to do the 4th. And I don't know if you noticed, but it is starting to move off to the side a little bit. And because we place these on snap, the ones above are going to move with it. So that is the difference between using snap and free mode. Is with free mode you don't get this ability of moving all objects stacked on top of each other with each other. So it's a small thing, but it's kind of necessary, and I am liking how angled that is. So we're going to go up 4 on this side. We're going to try to match the same distances. Obviously going to be very difficult to do, but I'm going to just eye it for now. And what I know is that after this 4th one, everything's going to be even. So there's no like wondering if it's perfect or not. It's just about perfect. But here we're going to start, I guess, curving it. But so we placed the first one, which is really good. Kinda. Seems like I'm having some sort of height discrepancy, and I can see where it's from. It's that rock is higher on one side than the other. So I'm actually going to place this on this side first. Potentially. Trying to keep it as low as possible. And in this case, I can always, standing on it, push it back, right? And put it in free mode and bring it down a little bit, which is what I'll end up doing. And I'm going to do that now. So free mode. So now we should have this kind of nice arch. I am a sucker for perfection. So what I'm going to want to do is, so I can make this more of a parabola, is I'm just going to start shifting some of these like out a little bit, just so that there's more of that angle, so that when the bridge starts it's steeper, and then it slowly gets I guess less steep, curves out a little bit. I don't know, that's more of like a preference thing for myself, but I want to make sure everything's the same. And once again, we're on that, so since I moved the one above it, it's not going to move anymore with free mode. So I am liking that a lot. So you can either go down there or across this bridge. But since we have the bridge now, what's the point of the stairs? So I'm actually able to delete that. I want to keep this here because it is, here, I'll show you. It is hiding a stairwell So that will stay, but now I have space to put something here in front of it. And ironically enough, I know exactly what I want to place there. And I know all the pieces got taken off of it, but this is a perfect spot for this. And that looks pretty much lined up. I'm trying to center it on that wall piece. Yeah, that's nice. Lo siento. My bad. Alright, let's put some bones on this thing, huh? Found it. Do I want to know? Okay. For a second, I thought I'd be able to assign those to that. Assign, 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 assign. That is so pretty. See, that's an aesthetic. That was actually a really smart move. That allows me to now. Oh, sweet. Forms look all good. This is Best Buy. Allow. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if you have a time tomorrow. Yep, they just want me to come in and fill out the I-9. Sweet. I'm gonna do like a little reading nook here. I really would like to find something to do with this wall. Kind of a shame because you could tell that this is ever so slightly crooked because of how this light rolls down the panels versus this one where it goes all the way down. Oh no, it's there. Just this like midsection's kind of messing it up. I don't know. We ain't gonna focus too much time onto that. But yeah, it's a library. We need a place to read our books, right? So we're gonna grab some furniture. I'm looking for like a nice like recliner seat, kind of like this. Whoa, I have all these? Oh no, I don't have this. I didn't know how cool that looked. Sometimes you just gotta do it. But funny enough, that's not even gonna go there. This thing is sick. I'm pretty sure that's still lined up with the door too, which is really, where did I go? Oh, I went on the other side. Got lost. Yeah, that should still be lined up. Sweet. Okay, I want to sit in it. I don't think I've ever sat in this one. Gridlock. Okay, that's sick. Worth. The model itself is a little blocky, but I don't care. Fits the vibe. Okay, that is literally sick. Okay. Alright, so there's all this empty space. Like here we have some empty space. Over here as well. I don't think I need to do this with these rugs. So I'm gonna simplify it down to 1, rotate them, boom, nope, boom. And you know, maybe that's not the vibe. It really doesn't look like it goes there. So here, at some point, I need to make sure I do another sign that says chapter 4 Gnosis, and I think I'm actually going to do that underneath my throne. I usually want it to be pretty central, something that you can't necessarily miss. But yeah, I know I'm jumping everywhere, so apologize. Chapter, CHAPTER, P is in the middle. And that's how I usually do my letterings. I find the letter I need. That's in the center, or like, I guess if it's an even numbered word, the 2 center letters. So in this case, it'll be the P, because then we have, and I don't know if you noticed that, but I kind of kept it where it was so I can rotate it to match the same, I guess, angle the P is in. But chap. Same thing here. Just in the same spot, just so you're able to know it's exactly, or somewhat exact. Definitely never needs to be exact. The people going through your camps aren't buying your camps, so. And then with chapter, I'll probably end up making it curved. Chap. Let's see here, I'm just lining it up, rotating it. And backing up, shifting over. And that is one of the reasons why I like to build, sometimes not in pre-cam, is these more precise placements kind of jump around when you're flying around. So with running and walking, I mean, you just hardly push it forward, and your character still moves, but you're not like flinging across the map doing so. So only H here. Almost lined up. And sometimes I even like to just scoot over a little bit and reline it up that way. Bring it up just a tad. Bring it back. Perfect. And then H. Almost lined up. That's where I want it. So once I place this down, workshop budget's been exceeded. Yeah, see, I need to start watching out for that. Oh, I honestly think my workshop budget is broken for this room. It might have been smart to do a complete restart of this area, but what am I gonna do now? It's basically done. So sorry, I went to a concert last night and I really used my voice. My bad. I might mute myself a few times to just clear my voice. I ended up seeing Mark. Is it Riviere? Something like that. Give me a sec. He's really cool. My girlfriend thinks I look like him. Mark Ribelet. Yeah, however you say that in French terms. But, cool guy. He touched my hand. I got a video of it. He's 36. I really hope I look that good when I'm 36. Shit. Back to it. No fall. No fall. Okay, these are kind of the chairs I want. I don't know if I want that one or, ooh, I like the shadows this one produces, so I'm going to use that one. I'm going to set up 2 chairs, one for myself and one for my girlfriend. And maybe it's more like outward towards the bridge. I only placed one and it, oh yeah, I'm in my stored. And get rid of this mirror. I would like to keep this mannequin. I swear I bought that mannequin set and those palm trees, but now it's gone. Where was this one? Oh, I think it was right here. You know what? It could probably go in here. Ooh, the vibe. The vibe's not vibing. See what I meant about free cam jumping around a lot? So I'm able to just go in here, lift it ever so slightly, find where it starts to go through the floor, and just walk to where I need to go. I think that would be good. Just like a little secondary character in here. Gonna turn on the spooky sound machine. Turn on all these lights as well. Get that red going. This one's my favorite when I turn it on. Yeah. Butterfly Haven. Okay. Back to what I was doing. I know I have like literally like 3 little separate projects in this room going on right now. And one of them is definitely this chair. So go to recent, get that chair, slide it up. You know, I do like to place chairs and things that are supposed to be on top of the floor in snap mode. So I'm going to actually move the chair I already placed down. And do that. And so far, I like how each one of us is kind of approaching the corner. But I am going to just bring this one back a little bit. And to match the angle, I'm going to rotate it in, push it back a little bit, and right there, I think that's the vibe I'm looking for. Yes, okay, and back to stored. We're just gonna go through some of these stored things, get rid of them. I don't need weapon storage in here. These cactus are really cute, and I'm in Arizona, so if I don't place a cactus, I'm an idiot. Boom, cactus placed. Okay, I can delete the other one. 3 pots. Yes, we'll place a pot over here next to this light, just for decor. We'll place one of these pots, maybe down here for decor. And I feel like this location over here needs something, but it's not going to be that same plant, so we're gonna get rid of that. I really do like this wood piece, so this will actually be the corner table for the 2 chairs. Bethesda, I want books I can place down. That'd be great. Thank you. I don't think I need anything of this, but you know, to be honest, I haven't merged anything with this, and I think this might be one of the coolest things that you could probably merge with. I'll get back to you on that, but I'm just gonna delete it for now. It seems like they're only columns, and 7 columns isn't going to get up the ceiling here, so I think deleting them is just the best idea. Get myself that storage space. But I am quite a fan of how this room is coming out. It's very magic filled. This definitely still looks wrong. So maybe, and I know it's because like that piece is slanted and that's what my brain's seeing, but I'm so picky. I'm too picky. Alright, that looks good. Back to my stored. Continue, we do these. These are actually really cool. They're probably one of my other favorite merge items. In the sense that, let's see if I can find a good spot. Honestly, there is really no good spot. Is that? No. I thought that was floating. But I failed my job. Yeah, no. There's no spot for it. We're good. No spot. I already have that in another one. I usually don't place down statues twice, or at least like important statues like that one. But for like, I guess, weird decorating and merging, it's something I find very necessary. I don't see any reason for this, but I did want to see if this would. Actually, I don't even think I have a generator in here. I'm not even gonna waste my time. Ooh, okay, wait. These studio lights, though, these will help create the ambiance I need in some of these darker corners. If the game ever loads. Sorry. Broke it. Just gonna back out of the menu and go back in. I don't got time for that. Which means I'll need a generator anyways, but so right now this room is giving really red vibes, so maybe we should try to complement it with blue. Yeah, we'll do that. Are we able to do this though? So find the door, line it up, go straight up from that location. Oh, you're outside the build area. Shut up. Okay. Hello. Aw. Is it seriously too far? This sucks. Oh, now it shows up, huh? But I'm not having something just float there. I was just trying to get it onto the door. Like that. But I can't have it just sitting there, so that's a scratch. That's kind of cool though. I'll keep that in mind for any of my future merges. Uh-oh. Don't know what's happening there, but that's duh. This is my history, you know? Alright, so scrap that. Scrap the stone. 16 of these is a little excessive. Are there any weird things we can do with it? Not really. But it is a good cap. but I don't need to worry about that for now. I did realize that this was too close to that, so I'm just gonna raise it ever so slightly, so rest in the middle. Speaking of the middle though, boom, and that one's kind of already there. Yeah, it looks better. This is not perfect. It needs to be perfect. This is from a, wow. I didn't even know that there are this many now. I almost feel like if I didn't put these in here, it doesn't feel like a collector's storage room. So I think I'm going to place as many of these as I can. Hopefully in a location that seems more worth it. And we have that forever loading bar. What's the point? History stored. I just want to see. You notice like how when I place it halfway through the wall. Oh, maybe only here. See how the glow just goes away, but over here it doesn't do that. So that's the glass part. Might actually want to do a different one. What else we got? Can't believe I don't have some of these. The bumblebee. Alright, now it's time to see. Yeah, this needs to just come forward a little bit. Just a tad more. Unfortunately. Okay. And I am enjoying that. So I'm gonna actually go into free cam so I'm able to do the vertical movement. You can't do that when you're not in free cam. And I'm going to raise myself up and try to drop it down before it decides that it's too much. Or screw that. I'm gonna bring this one up because I know what I'm looking for on the way up. With going down, you can't tell. Perfect. Definitely still weird that none of the green lighting is coming through on that, but pretty cool. And now I'm just gonna see if I can continue to stack these. So we're gonna get the super mutant one. I'm gonna try to be as perfect with this as I can. That was it. That's pretty darn perfect. Okay, and who should we get on this side? A Scorch? Nah. Wendigo? Yeah, Wendigo. We're just gonna drop it on top of it again. And it looks like the base is actually bigger. You might have to adjust the one above. Yeah. That one's too far back. I'm just gonna We're just gonna have an aneurysm. The collection. Does that one seriously not have a green light on it? Okay. Oh. I see. I used them all. I would like it to go to the ceiling, but even if it was just 2 for now, it kind of just adds to the fact that there's something on that wall now, instead of there being nothing. See that? This is how I should have been judging how far things are out, because this and now this, just after the circle starts to go back. Cool. So yeah, sometimes flying overhead, getting a good bird's eye view on it, is honestly quite smart to do. And then we're going to place this here, and it seems like the first ridge of the 2 on the bottom needs to show. So right about there, but back. And here we go, you know, jumping around with free cam. And I know I'm able to adjust the settings on the speed, but then it just takes me forever to fly anywhere. I'm gonna call it on that. I swear, a better place. Yeah, I like that. Back to our little nook. The nook's basically done. Once again, be sick if I had a book or 2 to place on there. I don't think I do. But we're just gonna go through and just delete a few more things. I was thinking about putting doors on these, but and delete the rest of those. There we go. I just needed some sort of clutter. So I'm going to place it where it belongs. Right there. Cool. I only need one of those, so I'll delete the other 2. Delete all these walls. And now I feel comfortable enough that I'll be able to place down the rest of my lettering, which is huge. How many of these did I place there? Not me. Okay. Get rid of the shooting gallery. Get rid of this. I could put all these up here, but I mean, it's about knowledge, about Gnosis. These are, I guess, trophies of my knowledge over the past seasons. Scoreboards. I'm good. Oh my gosh, I have so many of these now. And honestly, this would be the room for placing them. Nope, actually, I haven't placed all of my my high stakes shelters, so not something I'm gonna need to worry about. But I do want these steps here to have more like a float feel to them. So I'm going to bring that up. Yeah, I apologize. I'm literally going back and forth between 3 different things right now. I'm pretty sure this actually does need to go out. like how the top starts to float off, starts to separate. Hopefully people realize it's on purpose and not on accident. I did learn a tree placing thing for shelters. I'm gonna have to remember what it was. But something you're allowed to place the trees in, and after you do that, you can place it anywhere. Don't need that. Alright, this is a display room. So let's display some stuff. So I will put one of these here. Cabinet of Curiosities. How long is the video so far? 41 minutes. That's a long time. Alright, let's finish chapter. And then I'm going to stop the current recording and end up just like finishing it and putting it into the video rather than doing a separate video. Or a separate video sound nice. I'll figure it out. I just don't want this video to be too long because that's more gigabytes than I can afford, and I don't want to get yelled at by my mom again. So yeah. Let's just go through these stored. Ooh, honestly. Fit the vibe. Knowledge. Back to school. Alright. I almost deleted it. Oh my god, I pressed B. I don't know what's going on with the game today. It's being really finicky. I still want that to go to the top. I just didn't want to run out of budget. What the? We're just gonna let that happen? I also gotta go because I realized that it's time to see a man about a horse. Fucking sweating over here. Let's get that C up there, huh? Wish they gave us cursive lettering. I like the word Gnosis and cursive. Alright, once again, just sitting there in free cam mode, just messing up. When this could be so much easier and quicker by just boom, 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 boom. Perfect. And wow. I don't know if I've ever lined up stuff like that with such... Oh, of course. Of course. There always has to be something. There we go. Perfect. Chapter. Do I get a 4 on this? Whoa. Whoa. I could do that, but too small. Not doing it. So then we'll try this. See if this has letters. It do. And maybe we place that behind. Can I still walk underneath it? That's all that matters. I know it looks ugly, but hey. That's the center. Oh, goddamn. Mess that up. Shift. 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 Line that P up. You see that? It just duplicated it. I don't know what I did. Don't pay attention to me. Just probably going insane. Maybe there were 2 P's there. I do like that though. Alright, and now Gnosis. That doesn't look good against the background. And this doesn't either, so I'm gonna have to find Gnosis. Gnois. Oh wait. Gnosis. O and S are in the center. Sorry, big brain move. Line this up. Shoot over to the side. I'm actually using the word chapter above to place these kind of like in the window spot between letterings. Oh. You know what I'm doing. Just doing it really, really dumb. S. No. Perfect. After this, I'll stop the recording. Just wanted you to kind of see exactly how I do lettering. Make it a little easier because not having blueprints and shelters kind of sucks, but it's my life. I don't know how that one ended up. Oh, the end. Okay. Well, that's a problem. Whoops. Even the one I just moved. Sometimes I wish I wasn't so anal about this. This side of plays pretty good. That last letter is perfect. Do I know how? No, it's an accident. Alright, I like that, but I want the kerning for the 4 to be a little lower. I like that. Come out of the door, you instantly read Gnosis. Cool. Alright, next time you guys see the shelter, it's going to be finished. Or semi-finished. It is a display case room, so as I find things that I feel like should be displayed, they will be displayed. So yeah, so next time you see this, the backpacks will be here, weapons on the wall, knickknacks that either have been glitched throughout the years, not by myself, just happens, and then I have a piece of it, don't want to get rid of it, so I'll put that in there. I'll probably choose a new couch. I'm not a big fan of this stained monstrosity, but yeah, I really like it. It's really, really cool. If you have any ideas for me, please let me know. I'd be happy to try to implement it to the best of my ability. You know, my mind isn't yours, so I'll try to interpret it any way I can and put it in my shelter. So, how much time do I got? 10 minutes. You know, I won't tease it. Actually, I won't tease the next room. I want this one to be finished before I even get started on that. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. I'm Ryan of Chaos. Please like, subscribe, and more importantly, comment. You know, I don't get many comments, and well, I think it'd be a lot more engaging on my end if I did, because then I feel like I have people I need to produce videos for. So, yeah, it would help a lot. Thank you so much, and have an amazing day. Peace.